Alright. Start getting everything set up here. I think we are mostly good. Want to get audio just to tweak the audio down just a little bit there. Alright. That should be good. Come on. Okay, so. Happy Wednesday, everybody. We're actually, sorry, I'm a day early. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Wednesday, depending on which part of the world you may be currently habitating. So hopefully everybody had a fantastic weekend. For the folks in the US, hopefully you enjoyed the long holiday weekend. For everybody else, hope you had a great Monday as well. So we did a little bit of work on the ship off camera. You may have seen the video last week. We did the live stream on Thursday, and then we did a follow-up video, I believe, on Friday. Basically just showed the back end of this thing. So what I went ahead and did is we've got the more radical angles here on the front, and then we have a more of a normalized angle on the back, and we'll take you down there and take a look at it really quick. One of the things that I wanted to do was to take a very quick look at the types of engines that are available for the CVs. Now, we have in the nacelles here, we have these. We have 4 of these, right? 2 on either side. These are the mediums. Well, I should say extra large, large, medium, small. Also formerly known as the maneuvering thrusters. So what we're trying to figure out is what thrusters do we actually want to put in there? Because those are the extra large. And those fit within the scale of what we're trying to achieve. However, we don't have bigger engines, so those are the biggest engines in the game right now. Moment of silence for the fallen Revlo. Hey, Revlo is still working. You've got about 16 days. See? Look at that. So yes, for those who don't know, Revlo is going away. They are going to be shutting down operations the 16th of June. So what we're going to do is, for the folks that have been following us here on Twitch, and have any type of the bamboo shoots, right, the loyalty reward stuff, what we're going to do is we're going to actually export that information from Revlo. They're providing a service for us to do this. So when we bring up a new system, the points that you've acquired will carry over to the new system. So basically everybody will get, whatever points you had, and I'll probably end up throwing a couple of point bonuses out to everybody. Just as a thank you for following us and putting up with the crap. So, alright, so today what we're going to do, I'm going to try and make a decision on the thrusters. I'm thinking we probably will just go ahead and continue to use the XL thrusters for basic maneuvering. And then what we'll do is we'll build a thruster array at the back of the ship. Based on the way things are looking, we will probably end up using the medium thrusters, and what we'll do is we'll just have like 2 rows of them, one at the top here and one at the bottom, and then maybe a light system in the middle, so that we'll have a pretty decent thruster system on the back of it. It'll just be a thruster array, but more for the deco portion of it. It's not so much as a functional necessity. I mean, we could probably get away with just by putting lights in there to give us the same effect. Now this is the front of the ship, right? So we're just using this end because, well, the sun's shining down here for us. Makes it a little bit easier to see what we're doing. Right, so yeah, I think I'm going to end up using the large thrusters. Or the medium thrusters, rather. Alright. So today what we want to do is we'll figure the engine stuff out. If you have feedback on it, let me know. Even if it's just to leave me a message here on Twitch or hit me up on social media. Alright, so Let's go ahead and bring our light on so we can actually see. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to basically close this portion off, start working on the midship stuff, because we need to get, you know, all of our power systems in place. Right now we only have this one reactor, and what we're going to be doing is we're going to work on, so like I said, we're going to close that off. We're going to do a little bit of outlining and framing in some of the stuff back here. Comment is broken. I want it nothing to do with my not active keyboard, 49%. No worries, Sharky, no worries. But yeah, like I said, what we'll do is we'll work on getting the power system in, which is going to be most of this section. And then we will probably start working on some of the detail stuff as well. Maybe do some of the wing attachments. If you notice on the reference picture, there are a bunch of these like little clamp looking things where the modules reside. And so basically what we're going to do is I'm thinking I'm going to make something like this, and what we'll do is we'll repeat this all the way down on the middle of each of the sections. So now if you notice, the reference picture actually has them starting at the end and carrying all the way down, but what I'm going to do is just on the areas that we're going to have the cargo, the actual cargo block, where you see those little indents, in between the indents is where we're going to have it. So basically these will hold on to what will eventually be the appearance of the individual cargo modules. What's my efficiency on the vehicle? Not very. Alright, so that should be the middle of the ship. Let's go ahead and turn on our mirroring so that we can only have to do this once. We don't have to actually make two sides of these things. Right. Now I'm thinking what I want to do here is, let's see what we have for things that we can turn the corner with. See, we could use something like this. To turn the corner, because if we did this right, that allows us to then use these blocks, which I think everybody knows I really like the wedges. The wedge shapes are nice. They give you the sloped angle but allow you to keep a little bit of a straight and flat edge on it. With the spiked ones, I'm not a fan of those spike tops, honestly. Now, I wonder how's this gonna look if we did this. That actually is an interesting texture. So if we did that all the way over, and then what we could do is put some windows in back here. Maybe have a large lounge area back here for the crew. And then we start putting in some of the habitation module stuff, where we'll have rooms and things back here. Hey Val, how you doing? Didn't think you were logged in? It happens. Twitch has been a little bit weird. They've been changing some of their UI stuff. So it's been kind of odd. So if you're running into problems, you know, let their support guys know, because I know they've been asking for feedback on things. So yeah, I'm kind of liking the way that texture is coming out here. Now what I may do is just say, if we gotta do that, let's split this What we'll do is we'll do another one on either side of it. And then that'll leave an area for us to put windows in over here to close this off. And then, like I said, we'll make this basically this back area will become a lounge. Let's go ahead and grab some lights here. Because what we want to do is go ahead and we're going to drop one of these in here. Let's look at the device. It's on. Oh, I grabbed the wrong light. We don't want those. We want the regular lights. There we go. That's better. And then we can make them look like the plant grow lights. Oh, Sharky, behave. There we go. And then what we're doing is I'm basically just putting some lights in here so that we can see what we're doing. I'm not expecting these all to stay in here at any once we're done. I'm sure most of these are actually going to come out. Like I said, it's just this way we don't have to worry about quite so much the positioning of the ship, so we actually have some light in here. More memory issues than an Alzheimer's patient? Wow. That's a good one. I have to remember that quote. Alright. Now, I will be putting in some gravity generators as well, because we're going to need them. I mean, this ship is pretty bloody huge. Huge, even. You know, so... Let's go ahead and get just a few more of these in. Alright. There we go. Yeah, right now the interior space is 2 blocks tall. Once we start getting the actual rooms and such in, I think you'll notice it scaling a little bit better. Right, so we're going to take this. We're going to actually flip those. Awesome. And I want to grab a couple more blocks. Okay. You know what? I'm going to leave those in because what we're going to end up with... Well, we're going to leave those into a points. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're going to do that. To there. All right, and this is going to be basically our, for the most part, our command deck area. And let's see here. Let us put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take one out on both sides there. That'll be the entrance to come in. And then what we'll end up with here is we're gonna go to about let's go to about there. And what we're doing is we're basically setting up the spacing for our hallways. Now we want this to go 1, 2, 3. How many blocks is that? It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll have to move that. Alright, and then we're gonna have... take that one out. There you go. Ha ha ha. So we'll end up taking this light out here so that we can do that. Alright. Need one of those cargo containers just to be able to fill all those compartments? Yeah, I know, right? Bathrooms and showers, that is actually what I'm planning on doing with those. Alright, so this is going to be 1, 2, 3. So we're going to take that out. And you are going to continue over this way. You are going to continue that way. And we're going to go 1 here. And we're going to backfill that. And basically what we're going to do is we're going to repeat this all the way down. That's 2, right? So we go 1, 2, wall, 1, 2, and wall. Okay. See? Alright, so we're going to leave that on both sides. This is actually going to come out here. That will probably be that. Because what I'm thinking we may do is let's do this. This way the captain ends up with a little bit more room than everybody else, right? So we'll have the captain and the first mate have their own like ridiculously large room. Everyone else gets a small room. So it's going to be there. I think I like having the, I think I like the idea of them having the hallways better, because that way we end up without having everybody have so this will go here, like so. Could use the panels, make them look bigger. Yeah, right now I'm just trying to get the spacing on these down. Because what ends up happening is we're gonna have this, take you out. One too many blocks there. Alright, so let's go ahead and take that out. And nope. So we can get out of there. Okay, so what this will do then is this gives us ways in and out of the ships, or in the staterooms, rather. Whoops. Okay, yeah, go. And I don't know what we're going to put here. We're going to put something here. I could even make this a little bit bigger so that the captain's rooms are ridiculously luxurious. But I think that with what we've got, that should work fairly well. So we'll just do this. Yeah, that should work. That should work. All right. And what we're going to end up with here is I want to have, that's one. Let's see here. Is that going to be too much? That might be too much. Okay. Five by 3. It's 1, 2, 3. There we go. And what we'll do is we'll change these blocks out to better fit this. But this is going to be our mechanics bay. So basically larger, how can I say this? Large materials, small groupings. So we'll have an entrance on this side. And we're going to do basically the same over here. Where we go, take you out. 1, 2, and 3. And then in here is going to be our manufacturing area. So we will end up with, let's do, where's our constructor? We're going to put a large advanced constructor in here. Simply because we can. But not just one. Whoop. I said advanced constructor. Let's try that again, shall we? All right. It's we're gonna put one there and one there, and then we are going to grab a couple of cargo boxes just so we can get some of these in here. Let's go ahead and put that and that. There you go. So now we have a machine shop. Well, we have a crafting area / machine shop, large storage. And then we will have an area for this. To go this way. Fight the sentry with this thing? Well, this thing isn't really built for combat. Is it going to be the ready room behind the bridge? Yes, kind of. So we've got the construction area right here, which is directly behind the bridge. But the captain's area, because you're basically going to have one room over here, which will be the conference area kind of thing, and then on this side we'll end up probably closing this off, or maybe even leaving this open and just having the other side be the captain's quarters. So for those who don't know, operations on board vessels, they generally have a not just a ready room, but they also have a small apartment suite on larger ships, specifically for the shift commander, in case people need to take a nap or whatever. they basically have a like a little standby room for them. Bunk beds. The model is basically like a half block. However, the space that it occupies, it does count as a full block. So it's furniture, right? Show you really quick. So that's what the bunk beds look like. So basically the crew quarters, yes, you're going to get a bunch of the bunk beds in here. Just to show you. And basically what will happen is you'll end up with each crew container or crew compartment. We'll have that. We're also going to get, well, we already have all of the furniture blocks. Which way is the front of this one now? So that's the back. That's the front. Okay. And you're basically going to get that all the way down, so... Go ahead and put in the rest of these. Alright. So for the normal folks, you know, they're just the regular crewmen. They're gonna have the bunk beds, they're gonna have this, we're gonna put in a desk area, probably like a small entertainment thing or something. Let's go here. Where are the lockers at now? Want those. Personal cargo. We're gonna grab a bunch of these. And basically we're going to do this all the way down. Because everybody needs to have basically the same stuff, right? There you go. Swap these around really quick. My chat's a little late. Well, I'm not paying full attention to everything on the chat right now, so. Oh, passing through. Could do 2 columns of bunk beds, and then the back wall has a toilet, one side, shower on the other. Yeah, could do that. Yeah, Sharky, I know I'm spoiling the crew a bit. What I had originally thought I might do would be to have a a single bed in each of them. But it's like, you know. That would be really spoiling them. All right. I'm kind of hoping that they would get the updated bed blocks and stuff, because they're supposed to be working on a few more things like these types of blocks where we're going to get a little bit more detail in them, so we'll have some updated things, but those are obviously much lower priority. 2 sets of bunk beds and cargo on the other side of the aisle. Oh, so basically instead of having a setup where it's individual rooms, you'd have one room that's just bunk beds and cargo spaces, and then you come over here and it would be like a room of toilets. That could be interesting. And then put the cargo on the door like this. Yeah, we might be able to do that. Let's see, did it actually... Yes, it did, okay. Awesome. Just making sure it actually did duplicate it over there, because I wanted to... So, that is that. We'll worry about the rest of the back end over here in a minute. We are going to take that out. All right, how many is that? That's 1, 2, 3. All right. And then this is going to go... Oh. That one? No, that's not the one we want. Actually, that is the one we want. We want to change that. Because what we want to do is actually leave that there for a second. We're going to go here. Awesome. Yes, awesome. Now we can go this way. So what? That's 5 by. So that needs to be 1, 2, 3. So this is going to come out. 2, 3. Did I do that right, or did I misplace it? I misplaced it. All right. Did I misplace that? Yeah, I did. Okay. Because this is 3 here. You know what? Let's do it this way instead. So we're going to take that back a few blocks. We want this to go that way. Now once we are there, let's go ahead and take these out. Mwahaha. Fit 4 to a room and a toilet, shower, plus rotating bunks. Actually fit 8 people to a room for a large hauler. Yeah, no, I mean, normally I would say yes. But like I said, I'm basically just filling space. We can always come back and revisit it. It's just to get an idea of what we're going to be doing where. And you also have to remember that these are ridiculously long haulers. These are things that you're going to be in for, you know, months to even years at a time. Because unlike the movies in Star Wars, when you start looking at the reference books, some of the hyperspace jumps, just getting from, you know, one planet to another, you're spending upwards of months in hyperspace. So so it's not unusual for you to be stuck on one of these things for, you know, a year or longer. Alright, so this is going to be here. That is this. Yes? No. We want to take that back. One more. We take that to there. There we go. And this is why I need to put a gravity generator in, so I can walk around in here and not keep getting lost in here. Right? So that's going to go there. Let's pop this out really quick so we can get in here. And then this is actually going to come out as well. There we go. All right. So this is the larger area. I think I'm gonna actually go ahead and just take this stuff out. Because if I take that out, I can shift all of this up one. Or shift this wall back. Let's shift this wall back. Because if we shift the wall back, we can then go like so. And we'll definitely come back and take those lights out. There you go. And we take those. There you go. Yeah, that's working a little bit better. I think that works a little bit better. Whoop. There you go. And what this is going to do is, as you can see, it drops you down into the area that we're using for the hangar. And then we can just take some of this out. Let's say that is the corner block there. 2 and 3. So that's going to be the corner block. We'll put that block back. hangar entrance. See, because you know you need to be able to get down here to do maintenance on the vehicles and to get parts in and everything. So what we'll do is, yeah. So this is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we are going to grab this. Take the half walls, extend that out just a little bit. There you go. Exactly. See, we have an elevator pad right there. Gotta do what we can with what we got, right? So we're gonna take those there. There you go. And then, because we're going to extend these out on this side as well. Now, do we have... I guess we don't. Well, that sucks. Okay. But what we can do is let's go ahead and do that. That's going to come down that way. So what we're going to do is we're going to flip that like so. And don't worry, we're gonna put those full blocks back there in the corner here in a second. Like so. And is that? I guess technically we could actually get the full half walls here, huh? Yeah, let's do that. There you go. And then we'll come back and we'll texture all of this up to make it look a little bit better. So we'll have one texture here to make it look like it's basically an open area where this giant piston's coming up. So go for the half wides on this side. So you do the fulls there and then half wides on this side. Okay, we can do that. If we're going to do that, what we can also do is... Can we get away with... No, we can't get that one, but maybe... Oh, let's see here. I'd like to have this as a slope. So basically we'd have it so it was hanging down. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can get away with... No, because this one's a full block. Oh, see, this is where we need dynamic blocks where we can actually mix and match things. Could do railings. Could do railings. Because if you go with the railings... Because if we take those out... Let's see here, just to go like that. So basically what makes it look like when it's down, these would actually be flat. And what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to put another one of these in. And what we'll have is we'll have one that's up like this, and then we'll have one that's down to show what it looks like in the two different states. So when you come up through here, you know, have another one over here, so that this whole thing's closed, and then have it so this basically would be the same setup down here somewhere. And instead of being fully extended like that, it would actually be recessed into the ground. Yeah, I think we'll have to revisit this, but it at least gives me an idea what we're trying to get there. I'm definitely going to have to do a little bit of work on that to fine-tune that detailing a little bit. So for you guys, let's go ahead and again, I'm just using the flat blocks to get things started so that we have an idea of where walls are going to be. We'll come back and we'll do a detail pass where we'll probably change some of these around, like I may end up using, say, these instead. So if we go like so, basically it opens the space up a little bit more. And it gives it a little bit more character. So we'll probably end up doing that for most of the corners in here. Just because I like having the recessed edges like this. I don't like having the hard, like it's just hard edges on doorways and such. Especially on something that's supposed to be a ship in motion, because having hard edges like that is usually a really bad idea, especially on something that could get attacked. Where the elevator rests. Yeah, no, we'll definitely have things in place for down here. So what I'm thinking about doing is, since that will be the full block, we're talking about doing something like this. And obviously this isn't going to be the end all of it all, but at least gives you an idea of, like I said, it gives you an idea of what we're looking at. I will probably do something else with this. So one of the things that I was thinking about was maybe having these over top of it, and then we'll put like a light or something down there. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, well, if you're standing under an elevator that's in motion and you didn't lock out the controls for it, you kind of get what you deserve. I know that's a horrible way to look at it. Doesn't make it any less true, though. Okay, so we were saying that this is going to be basically like the rec area back here. Let's go Windows. We're gonna put, let's put the shuttered windows in here. Which way are those shutters facing? I guess those work. There you go. Let's take those out because we want to make sure it stays consistent. And then what we'll do is we'll end up breaking this up into a couple of rooms as well. So we'll have, say, medical, a kitchen, that kind of stuff back in here. Probably put the medical. I actually want to kind of put medical midship, but let's put medical back here. We'll put a kitchen area over on the other side. Maybe put some bathrooms over here next to the medical, and then have the rest of this be open for rest and relaxation. Use the thin blocks. Yeah, I could do that. Let's go 1, 2, 3. 2, 30, that's 5. That's 7. We have 7 by 5. Got a 6 by 3, and we have a 5 by 3. Now we're going to leave this here since that's our middle block marker. Just turn that off. We're going to take these out. We are going to use that. Okay, so now there used to be. See, there used to be this like really thin corner block, but I think they took it out. Because it was basically like this, but it was actually smaller. Alright, so I guess we're just going to have to use the really thin ramps then. That's fine. There you go. Let's see how well this works. Thin slope sealed the room? Yeah. I don't have lights on this thing, so I apologize for being a little dark in here for just a second. What we're going to do is let's go ahead and do... We're just going to throw a couple of lights in here. Again, it's just placeholder stuff for now so that we're not working in the complete darkness here. There you go. Like I said, we'll come back and take all of these out and put in real lights at some point. So, but it at least gives us an idea what we're working with here. Alright, so for these, I think what we're going to do here, let me see, we take that out, take that out. What's behind this block? That's there. Okay, that does let us up into crawl space. That's actually good. We're going to take this block out instead. And we're going to put that block back, that block back. And okay, so let's go ahead and get this off here. We're going to put these back here. Oh, let's see here. These are all airtight, right? These are not airtight. These are. Okay. I really want windows that we can turn the corner with in these blocks, but we don't have them yet, unfortunately. Oh, so that means I have to go with the other windows on those. That's okay. We want... those... And here's one of those examples of where I was talking about how things don't necessarily work the proper way when you're using them, in mirror mode at least. Actually, you know what? Let's do that. Let's take you guys out. I guess we do need those. Okay. So I was hoping to be able to do it would be really nice to be able to have these have a 2x1 version of these. But oh well, is what it is. We'll make do. Now, do I want to do the same on this side, or do I want to keep it different? I think for consistency's sake, we are going to do the same on this side. And let's see here. If we do, let's pop that out. Put you, nope. Definitely do not want that. Okay. That would be bad. That would be very bad. Oh, okay. We'll put the, the ventilator back in there. That would have been entertaining. All right. So that is the nacelle. Let's go ahead and grab this. We're going to go turn our mirroring mode, our symmetry planes back on. Yeah, there will be. That's the area that I'm setting up right now. That's what we're setting it up for. All right. Well, that wasn't very good. Okay, there we go. So again, the idea is to try and maximize the amount of space in here, while offering as much protection as possible. So the thing that you always run into is to, like, with especially with, you know, corporations, it's how much can you get for as little as possible, right? You don't want to spend any more money than you actually have to. So what we're doing is we're trying to keep to that ideal. And we're gonna say you go here. And since I know I ran out of blocks, I'm gonna have to come over here, aren't I? Yep. There we go. And then we are going to go ahead and block this off. Oh. I feel like I need to sneeze. Too much time in deep space, right? This gets us into the little access area. Now, I'm actually going to end up leaving this in here because this is going to be kind of our access area to get through the rest of the ship. Come on. Yep, we go. Thank you. Because you can see this is open to space, and this allows us to have a dedicated walkway area and basically be able to use the rest of the surface just for detailing without having to worry about the airtightness of the whole thing. All right. So drop down a level. Fill it with nitrous oxide, huh? That would be fun. Oh, let's see. We've got this. That takes us into the cargo. That's going to take us into cargo. That's hangars. That's in the area here. Okay, so we'll just leave those as offices then. Alright, so if that's office. Let's see, that's a wall. So let's bring it back one. And it's fine if we cut a little bit into the cargo space. I just don't want to have the entire thing. All right. Let's see. That brings us up into this area, which works nicely. Okay. And then we know that this is going to continue back this way. Again, this is cutting into the cargo area a little bit, so what we're going to do is we're going to set this up with this coming back here. That gives us that. Now I don't know what I'm going to put back here. I'm thinking what I may do is put a small parking area back here so that you'll have, you know, basically we'll make a couple of copies of the ship, the little runabout, and what we'll do is we'll have them broken down. So we'll have basically like a scrap parts area back here where we'll have a couple of ships that are in various states of repair. And then we'll have a couple of ships up front that are actively, you know, usable. So. On every access to different floors? Yes. Because what we're going to do with this is we're actually going to do this, and then there's going to be a door here. And then up at the top, let's... Come on. Are you really just going to... Guess so. There. And in here what we'll do is we're going to do that, and then we take that, we say, let's see, what do we want to close that with? Doing that? I don't like that. I guess we could, if we really want it to just close it off, we could do that. We basically have a door here. On this side, go what are you open to? You are open to space, but we're going to do some detail work up here. Let's do maybe something like that. You know, just a little something to keep it interesting, right? Do I need armor glass on the elevators? No, I don't need armor glass. I can use any. I could use any of the regular non-transparent glasses. I'm just, like I said, this is just basically getting the ideas down. We'll come through into a tuning pass a little bit later. Cargo doors on the sides. Okay, yeah, we'll definitely try that. Put a solid block above. Yeah. I probably will. Because one of the other things you could do is you could also have an LCD suspended from the ceiling, or just sitting on the block here so that it looks like it's just kind of hanging there. Let's see here. Let's see, because one of these was adjusted down before. Ah, come on. Oh, bloody hell, really? I swear, the block targeting is horrible. All right. So, you're saying just put a solid block like that above it, and then just have the LCD on there? So, like that? Yeah, we can do that. Because one of the things that I had thought about doing was if we take all of those out, we can actually do something like... You know, just something like this, just because it is a Star Wars ship, they have this tendency of having lots of very prime shapes, like primary shapes and colors. So I thought something like that would be pretty nice, because it does block it out. The other thing that we could do with it, like one of the things that I was really consider doing was setting it up so that the hallways had a bit more of a rounded shape to them, which is one of the reasons why all of my floors are basically, you know, built around the idea of the shape that they're in. Because what we could do is, actually that is that the block I want? Yeah, it works. Because one of the things that I was thinking about doing was something like this. You know what? Let's go that way. So that you end up with a little bit more of an open feeling going down the hallways, and then texturing this out to look like maybe something that's some kind padded somehow. I'm not quite sure how to make that work though. I'll need to go through and take a look at all the textures. Aesthetic or die. Very much so, yes, very much so. It's too bad you can't drag these. Oh. Yep, that is not what I intended to do. Let's try that again, shall we? Let's bring this up. Actually, I want to take that out, take that out, take that out. Yeah, how did we end up with... Interesting. Oh, you know what we can do? Let's do this instead. There you go. Now, originally I thought about doing the 2x1s all the way across, but I kind of like that a little bit better, I think. Tilted on the edges. Actually, on the outer edge, where the windows will be over here, they will be sloped. Yes, they're actually going to be these guys. Actually, we're gonna have to use those because the slopes are 45s, not the 2x1s. So what'll happen is you know, somewhere in here there will be sloped windows like this. So you have something like that. That's what we're going to end up with. So, of course, it helps if I have these. Actually, that you know what, that might actually work, because that'll give us a nice industrial texture going down the edge of this thing. See? So what we may do is just take out the corner pieces here. Dang it. Dang it, bobber. And then we'll take those. Yeah, see, it gives it a little bit of greebling there, right? On the front. Okay, so there's actually a couple of different designs on the BFF1. Now, in earlier games, specifically when you start talking about like X-Wing or X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, the front of the command deck is actually sloped. In the Galactic Civil War card game, the front is flat, and that's what we're building off of. They kept the lines for the card game a lot easier, a lot smoother. So but yeah, so this should give you a better idea of what we're actually going with here. And what we're going to do on this side is we will, I don't know, I guess we could do this. Maybe something like that. Because if we do that, then we can actually bring that and that. I'm kind of liking that. I think we may go with that. Yeah, I know. It's fine. What do you think? You like that better? Yeah, the texture tool is going to hate me, I know. It's okay. Texture tool doesn't have to like me. It just has to work. And then that gives us the ability to have whatever we want on the backside and still gives us that nice smooth edge in there. Which is actually, I think, going to work in our favor, because when we get to the point when we're placing the consoles, let's move this over here really quick. Because now when we're placing these, this will actually give us the ability to have workstations. Go there, and there. But see, this gives you the ability to have workstations that you'll actually be able to walk around behind, as well as texturing things back here. So And then on the back wall, we're going to do get away with. So if we would take that light out, we can have one of those there. Another one there. That gives us two in the middle that we can do. Media stand. All right. If we have, say, 1, 2, 3, 4. Because, you know, if you ever watch when you watch the Star Wars movies, they always have these, like, overlaid things where it's basically the same display showing you all the maps, but they've got, like, 4 or 5 positions where they're one behind each other. I never understood that. But, hey, you know, it makes them feel good. Makes it interesting, right? Or we can even do something like where we do that. And that. Yeah, that might work a little bit better. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We're more worried about the what we're doing for interior spacing than we are for finished products right now. So let's go ahead and put one there. So we have a way down to the hangar, or we have at least one way down to the hangar. And I am going to put a gravity generator in. Let's see. Now, do we want to cheat the gravity generator and hide it inside the nacelle? Or do we actually want to have a visible gravity generator? I'm thinking we're going to cheat this one. So, it's 1, 2, right, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. And are we going to be able to cheat it? We may not be able to cheat it. We may need... Yeah, I guess we can cheat it, because we can put it up here. Can I fit it in the midship? We're going to need more than 2, Sharky. Because each one of the gravity generators are only good for about 25 blocks or so from the where you place them. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one there. So that we can do that. We're going to come over here. And we're going to do the same thing over here, just to have these guys working. So this way we actually should have gravity all the way up now. All right, so go ahead and kill this. I'll So we got a couple of gravity generators hidden. And then what we'll do is we'll have a couple that are obviously out and about as well. So I want to make sure we actually have gravity all the way to the window. Okay, we do. That's good. Now, if you notice, when we get about... Did they increase the size of the gravity field? They may have increased the size of the gravity field. We actually have gravity all the way back. Nope, there it is. So if I move that gravity, if I move the gravity generators back a little bit, we should be okay. Let's go ahead and... So we might actually be able to get away with putting those... Let's see. Can we get away with putting them like here? That's going to be one, two, that's one block. See, I don't want to put a gravity generator in this space because, you know, obviously it's blocking the hangar. Let's see here. I wonder. Because you know what we might be able to do? We might be able to do a little cheesy thing. Because we have gravity most of the way back here. It's just the last couple of blocks here that we don't have gravity in. So if we go... One, two, three. What is under here? Because what I'm thinking is if we sink, like if we put, all right, how close are we to the edge on both sides? This is about as close to the middle as we can get. So if we go one, two, let's move this over a bit. And we go something like this, where we actually say So how about something like this, where we basically hide it in plain sight. Because if we do it like this, what we can do is then use the thin plates to hide it. And then we just basically do something like this. And what we do is when we come back through and we do a texture on it, we make that look like an air vent of some kind. Because we can even go so far as to say something like this, and then take these guys all the way to the back. Like that. What do you think about that? Right, it's not going to be centered on the outside, but what we do is instead of worrying about trying to make it an actual 2x2 space, we do a 3x3 space that we hide it in, so that this is the container itself is actually centered. You just don't see the block. Actually, we need to bring this over one more, so and maybe move it, because this way, which one is our center here? That one, is that our center block? That should be our center block. You know, so we do like, say, 5 by, you know, like 5 by something. Let's take that. Went one row too far. But you see, that way, even though the thing itself is a 2x2, we basically bluff it out to make it even for it. Could try hiding them in the elevators. But yeah, like I said, no matter what we do, it's not going to be centered in any odd function. If we had gone with an odd centering on the ship, it wouldn't have been so bad. But I like the even numbers, or, you know, I like the odd numbers, I should say. I don't like even number builds. So we have this. Yeah, we very easily could hide it in other ways. But what I'm trying to do is I would like for it to take as little power as possible. So if we get rid of this one now, how far out do we have gravity? Okay, so we have gravity to here. I love the fact that in artificial gravity you can't jump. So now, one of the reasons why I'm thinking to hide it this way is because I need to do a surface texture anyway. Yeah, see, we have gravity all the way back here by only have one gravity generator, so it requires much less power. So if we take this one out, do our quick sanity check, make sure we still have gravity all the way back here. Yes, we have gravity all the way to the back of the ship. This is a good thing. There we go. So yes, we can get away with one gravity generator for the habitation area. That works really well. I'm liking it. Okay. So now that we have that figured out, this is the crawl space area. This is maintenance. All right, so let's go ahead and close. Do we want to close that off there? We still need to figure out how we're going to get from one level back here down there. Because if we go down here, that puts us in cargo. Now, we could do this. This might actually work. So let's do that. We'll do that. And basically, this becomes our maintenance hallway. And this is the cargo area. Let's turn that off so we can actually see where we're going. And then, so basically what this does is that gets us down into the maintenance. Let's see, where's that going? So this gets us in here, so we can go, we'll go ahead and close this off. Take one of these out. And then what we'll be able to do is, since this is all maintenance area, right, we'll put one there, a block there, block here, here, and there. All right, so And yes, I know mirroring is still turned off, so. Yeah, so what we can do then is we say, take you out. Like so. Let's try that again here. Now we did this that way, right? Did I just do that like backwards? I did do that backwards. Doesn't that figure? All right. Okay. Run away! And Val, yes, that is basically what we're thinking about doing here. So now we have ways in and out down here. And this also gives us the ability to maybe put in like escape pods or something, but this definitely allows you to come down to your engineering deck. We'll figure out where the other places need to come in. But I think we are about done for today. What we're going to do is, let me see, do I have walkways? No, I don't. So we're going to do is let's grab some walkways really quick. I could have sworn I had some. I must have deleted them. We'll get rid of those. All right. And then basically what we'll do is... Are you not gonna? There. Have these come down to something like this. And what we'll do is we'll put down there, we'll put different textures, maybe put some filler blocks in. And have basically this thing that runs the length of the nacelle. So something like that. Let's try that again. There we go. All right. So what do you think? You guys liking this so far? We're gonna go ahead and we can close that up now that we have a good access point down here. Let's turn that off. Do we not have any doors? Okay. Let's go doors. Oh, automatic doors. These should be airtight, I believe. Because we don't want them just opening. We want not there. Yeah, so we don't want them opening just because you're standing here in the block. Oops. And these are going to be those. So you want them to basically be allowed to open and close without you being too close to them. And then up here, these we are actually going to have. We want those to open when you get close to them. So you get close, you come in, you go down, figure out if you're going that way or this way. Come out to engineering, and then this will be the beginning of our engineering area. We'll have another one of these blocked off sections because we are going to put another elevator in. I do think we're going to put a second lift in from the hangar. We'll see how it all works out. So, yep. Thank you for posting those, Sharky. I appreciate it. There's also this wonderful group of links. I don't know why it double posts those. I apologize, but if you're trying to get a hold of me, these are some of the best ways to get a hold of me. And why is the mines.com one not working? See the links. Oh, I'm gonna have to go back and take a look at that. Oh, anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. I want to thank you all for stopping in. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to hit me up on any of the social media sites. You can also find me over on YouTube. I want to thank you all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you hit those follows, likes, subscribes, whatever. We'll never say no to any of it, right? Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Have a terrific week, and we will see you back here next time for more Empyrion. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody. Now to get back into the ship. Oh, I'm gonna have to put an external access hatch in here at some point. Now that we have gravity, we can say like so. Yeah, which way are you facing? You are not facing the right way. We want you to be facing that way, so that we can do this. Down we go. Ah, airtight again. Yeah, Sharky, I'll drop in on the on TeamSpeak. All right, we're out, everybody. Have a great day.